MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the pivotal Game 5 of the World Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Baltimore Orioles. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, you can see by the results, we're right back where we started from. When you're tied after 4, Game 5 is always critical. You don't want to get stuck needing to win the final 2 to move on. So the winner of this one is going to get a huge leg up on winning this series.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2027 Baltimore Orioles.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, Dero?
I got that this lineup, Matty, in Oriole Park likes to swing the bats. This place plays small. This place has a low wall. You can drive it out pretty much line to line, and there's a lot of room to be a hero in this yard.
Gabriel Ynoa gets the call in Game 5 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, he's what you call a solid starter, Matt. Most of the time, he's going to keep you in games and eat up innings. Sometimes he's more dominant than that, and occasionally he'll get hit around a little bit. But if he attacks hitters and throws quality strikes in this one, he's going to be just fine.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And check out the left side of this infield. You think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties in to pull and the lefties away to go the other way to the left side? That's because everything's getting caught on the left side of this infield. Should be fun to watch.
It's up to a 3-2 full count now. Now the 3-2 pitch. This is pulled into right. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
In the second spot tonight, third baseman, Samuel Chavez.
Striding in, Samuel Chavez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, Dero, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. 1 out, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Rickards under it. 2 down.
Batting third, right fielder, Victor Marrero.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Cubs are down in order. The Orioles due up in the first. No score. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You know, I'm looking forward to seeing if that man hitting 8 can continue to stay hot. Yeah, 8. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Brian Ordonez has the ball for the 5th game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the main issues is he wants to limit the amount of walks. Walked 4 in his last start, and that's a little bit too many for a starting pitcher. He's going to need much better control if he expects to pitch better in this one.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Into the box, Craig Borowski. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
So coming to the plate, Esteban Mendoza. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. The 2-2 one more time. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2. Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he's safe.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Line towards center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Robert Trejo.
Set and the 1-1 pitch. The fastball down near the shoe tops. Borowski at second. Mendoza is over at first with 1 away. swing and a ground ball to third. To second for one. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. An inning in the books. No score on MLB Network. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Ready on 1 and 2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Tommy Joseph.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit well towards the hole. Oh, he makes the stop. The throw. What a play.
Great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make the throw, and of course he did that too.
Standing in now, Javier Baez. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run there for Javi Baez. His second home run of the series, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0. I'm sure you know what's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. In now, Wilson Contreras. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Leading off the inning, Chuck Ramirez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. A ball and 2 strikes now. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And he gets under the 2-2 a bit as this is sent in the air out to straightaway central. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
At the plate, Joey Rickard, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. In for strike 2. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Frank Pena waits on deck. Ramirez aboard here at first with nobody out. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Lambert will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting 7, catcher, Frank Pena.
Stepping up to the plate, Frank Pena. First swings for him in this one, with a runner still at first and 1 gone. A little bit outside. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early, 1-0. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Lambert on the move, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Into the box now, Raimel Tapia. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. He's ready now. The pitch, and he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
A full count now for the Orioles center fielder.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
2 out with the man at first. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 1 left for the Orioles. They trail this one 1-0. Digging in, Reed Lambert. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the White Rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
Nobody out, runner on first. Drilled to first. Reined in. There's one. On to first. A double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Into the box, Jesse Padilla. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Well, we all know he can burn on the base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Flying toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Now batting, third baseman, Samuel Chavez.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Samuel Chavez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Here now the 2-2. Runners off for second. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs, but they're on top 1-0. Leading off the inning, Joaquin Castillo, and they'll need him to get something going here. And that misses. 2-1.
2-1.
Good time to call the change as he swings and misses for strike 2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
3-2 pitch. And good patience exercise as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
Ready now for Baltimore, Craig Borowski. He drew a walk his first time up. A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. The second for 1, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get 1, which they did there.
Ready for another chance? Esteban Mendoza. He reached on a single in his first try. And now they've got him in a rundown. The throw is low, and he can't make the pin.
Yeah, and I can speak from experience, and I can tell you, on a night like this, it's tough to get a good grip on the ball. It's a little frigid out there, and he might have lost a little bit of feeling in his fingers. Never easy to make a good throw when that's the case.
1-1. Runner's on his way to third. And this one's in the dirt. And, oh, the pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, so that runner will make it to third base safely. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Now a changeup just off the plate as that misses for ball 4.
And that's 2 free passes in the third inning alone, so you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Digging in the switch hitter, Mike Parra, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Stepping in now, Robert Trejo. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Victor Marrero. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
In now, Anthony Rizzo. Hits this one hard the other way, and into left field for a 1-out hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box now, Tommy Joseph. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Standing in now, Javier Baez. And the changeup is way low that time.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So with 2 on and 2 out now, let's have a look at our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And boy, which of those 2 numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. So striding forward now, Wilson Contreras. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit, and a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is, no doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle and realizing all the pillows are taken right now. Major traffic, you got to stay within yourself, not try and do too much and get a pitch in your zone.
And that's through into center field, base hit. 1 run scores. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rod.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Into the box, Carlos Flores. A pitch out, the throw, and they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. At the plate, Chuck Ramirez. He singled his last time up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And that's the 1st out.
Now batting, right fielder, Joey Rickard.
Standing in, Joey Rickard. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-1. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Joey Rickard becomes out number 2 this inning. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
In now, Frank Pena. And this is fouled at the plate. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Still down 3-0. Into the box now, Carlos Flores. The 1-1 home. Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 3, Jesse Padilla.
Now to the plate, Jesse Padilla. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. The 3-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Another payoff pitch. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And it is troubled. It finds the gap for extra bases. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw, well, he is in there with a triple. The speed they always talk about with this guy was on full display there.
Yeah, when you've got elite speed like this guy does, Matt, you don't need any help from the fielders to give you more time. He's thinking extra bases as soon as the ball gets to the outfield, and that time he wanted 3.
Stepping in now, Samuel Chavez. Now a changeup hit on the ground to shortstop. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Ready now, Victor Marrero has gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you've punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a third time.
The 2-1 home. The count now at 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Orioles nothing. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Lambert waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, first baseman, Joaquin Castillo.
In now for the O's, Joaquin Castillo. The 3-1 pitch. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Padilla is after it, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Second baseman, Craig Borowski.
Striding in once again, Craig Borowski. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're down 4-0. Junior Campbell takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 21, Junior Campbell.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Tommy Joseph. Taken, strike 2 called, and it's even at 2-2.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen.
Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Another 2-2 offering. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And this one is gone. A home run. Tommy Joseph leaves the yard with a solo shot. His first homer so far in the series. And the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Javier Baez will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Now the 2-1. Line drive to left. Trejo is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Into the box, Wilson Contreras. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So we'll go at least 1 at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Into the box now, Reed Lambert. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pitch is high. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Through 5.5, it's the Cubs 5 and the Orioles nothing. Digging in to try it again, Esteban Mendoza. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Grounder down the line at 3rd. And that's through for a hit.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Mike Parra.
Digging in, Mike Parra. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Set and the 2-1 pitch. Popped him up. Flores will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Up next for the Orioles, left fielder, Trejo.
Digging in, Robert Trejo. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. The 1-1 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Lambert. 2 gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Chuck Ramirez.
Now batting, Chuck Ramirez. A hit in 2 tries so far. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Into the corner and slicing foul. Mendoza leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Again, he sends it out of play. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Marrero is over, and that retires the side. Orioles lead 1. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Back here on MLB Network. It's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary. Now at the plate, Reed Lambert. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. The 1-2. Is taken for ball 2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
In now, Carlos Flores. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. In there, a base hit.
The left fielder, number 3, Jesse Padilla.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jesse Padilla. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. 5 runs, 11 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
And a neck-high fastball that time. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Into the box now, Samuel Chavez. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Right fielder, Victor.
So in now for Chicago, Victor Marrero. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
And that slider's almost in the dirt. Line toward the alley in left center. And this ball's going to get down, and it should plate a couple. As he arrives at second without a play, as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Standing in now, Anthony Rizzo. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Get up and stretch here in Baltimore. Settling in now, Joey Rickard. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
But no problem at first, and that's the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Frank Pena.
Ready once again, Frank Pena. Now the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the 2nd out.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Now at the plate, Raimel Tapia. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. Right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Tommy Joseph. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Danny, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. A high fastball is in there.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Here's Javier Baez. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit toward the right side. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to fist feed a soft liner over the infielder's head for him out.
Stepping in now, Wilson Contreras. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Reed
At the
Lambert.
plate, Reed Lambert. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. The 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
No reason to sit on anything other than the hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
The 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
The batter, number 19, second baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Carlos Flores. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Into the box now for the Cubbies, Jesse Padilla, and he does so with 2 gone in the inning, but with the bases loaded. The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. More coming up from Game 5 after this. Stepping in, Joaquin Castillo. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Now the 2-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a line drive. Foul. So a full count now.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
3-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Hard ground ball to third. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
I'm sure the boys on the bench appreciate that AB right there. Grinded out an 8-pitch at bat and was able to be successful and deliver a hit for the team.
In now, Craig Borowski. Fourth trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
Castillo gets his lead at first, nobody out. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Lambert is going to get there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Esteban Mendoza.
Stepping into the box, Esteban Mendoza. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Wow, he's not even being subtle about it. He almost hits it with the previous pitch, and then he actually does it with the next one. Going to be interesting to see if they seek revenge at some point.
Now at the plate, Mike Hara, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First and second now, one man out. He loses him on ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Robert Trejo. Now the payoff pitch home. Popped him up. Contreras is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Chuck Ramirez.
Coming to the plate now, Chuck Ramirez. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
Well, the O's have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now would be a great time for that.
struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Orioles leave him loaded. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. A nice look there at the Inner Harbor here in Charm City as we welcome you back to baseball on MLB Network. Michael Feliz comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. The next Cub up, Samuel Chavez. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. Two and two. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Striding into the box, Victor Marrero. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Into the box, Anthony Rizzo. Lifted the other way out to left center. Giving chase is Tapia, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Tommy Joseph.
And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. Three and 1.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And the 3-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Marrero at second with 2 down. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. Cubs strand 1, but they're still in control 7-0. Alexi Diaz enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 17, Alexi Diaz.
That'll bring in Joey Rickard. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Shot toward second. And that's out number one. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Stepping in, Frank Pena. Fouled off.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Ball 2. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
Got him.
And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
In now, Raimel Tapia. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. 2 out, nobody on. Baltimore down to their final strike.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Fouled away. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Count remains full. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the order. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And, Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. The Chicago Cubs pull ahead 3-2 in this World Series and are now just a single win away from a championship. Brian Ordonez gets the W on the mound. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.